Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel.
Woo.
And today we are here to discuss episode 3 of season 2 of Queen of the Universe. But before we get into that, I just want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it.
There we go.
So, this episode where they had to sing duets, darling.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think? What do we think?
There's some choices.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. 3 out of the 4 duets I liked.
That part. 3 of the 4.
3 of the 4 that I liked, and we'll get to it. But I don't agree with the audience. Like, the worst performance was not "Love My Sissy" and Trevor.
It was not.
It was not.
It was not.
Like, I'm not sure if it was different live or what. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I didn't
I was
understand.
like, wait a minute, because it was some other performance.
Like I was so confused.
Because there were two that I agreed with. Like the first two, I was like, yes, okay. Well, no, not the first two. The second one, I was definitely like, yeah, I agree with that one. The first one, I was kind of like, are you sure? Are you sure? And then the third one, I was like, oh, they're trying to tell a story. They're trying to get somebody out of there. And then when it came to that last one, I was just like, wait, what do you mean?
I am
What do you
confused.
mean? If you're watching this, obviously you've watched the show by now.
Yes.
So I'm gonna stop being vague. What the heck? Why did they get rid of? Because granted that, and I'm telling you, I'm not going, was not the
Baby,
best.
I liked it. I did. But it was
But for a
rough.
man singing it, for a male defining situation at the time, to be singing it, because it's not made for a man to sing, obviously.
But
But at the same time, I'm like, but they did a really good job.
but yeah, like, for me, I have sang that song for minty years. I don't think it's your point to where it's not easy for a man to sing it. I think it's not easy for someone who wasn't raised in the church to sing it because that song requires
I
a
wasn't raised in a
gospel,
black church, because I was raised in a white
yeah,
church and I still can't hit them notes.
a black church in particular, because there's
A
that
Southern
gospel,
Baptist
that
church.
gospel soul is what you need in a song like that.
Exactly.
Because both Jennifer Holliday and Jennifer Hudson had that. Amber Riley has that. So,
Yes.
like, when I'm singing in public places, I've done a great job. But I was raised in a Southern Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that particular song, you need that background of training to be able to execute that song well.
Exactly.
But we will get into it. So let's go ahead and get into the episode. Boom. All right. So we start off right after episode 2, where the queens return to their, we're going to call it the workroom. And,
Right.
they're chatting, and Graham walks in.
Uh,
And,
I I like the little nod to Drag Race with the workroom
yeah, I'm like, let's just call it the
stuff.
workroom.
The workroom.
you know. So Graham comes in and explains that there is a power bottom and a power top from the previous competition. So the power
Mm-hmm.
bottom was Taga Brava because she was the last queen to be saved. And
Mm-hmm.
our power top was Viola. So because of that, they are going to be the duet. And the whole episode is two queens, one song is the category. They're going to be working
Mm-hmm.
in duets. And as the power couple, they get to choose the other couples and the genre of songs they get. Now they have rock, R&B, ballad, and pop. Out of knowing the songs you hear them, what what genre would you have leaned towards more?
Like, having heard what they produced or knowing what I would be comfortable with.
A little bit of both, because I imagine the actual production of the song was already there. They just had to write lyrics to it. So like the
Mm-hmm.
instrumental was there.
Right. I probably would have picked R&B just because I'd have, me being the old fogey that I am, because you like to say that I'm 50 when I'm 10 years younger. Um, I probably would have tried an R&B and gave it that 90s vibe that you kind of got a little bit from what was
No,
produced.
no, no, you didn't. That was not an R&B song. We'll get to that. We'll get into that. Listen,
Oh, wait. Sorry, I had the wrong group in mind. No, that was not an R&B. I was
the one that
confused.
could have been
It
R and
sounded more
B.
pop than art.
Yeah,
It
the one
sounded
that
more
could have
pop
been
than
R&B was
anything.
the ballad.
That's what I had in my head. In my head, I was thinking about the ballad,
Yeah,
and I was like, and then you were like, that wasn't. I was like, and then you said, and I was like, oh wait, no, that was not. The R&B was, yeah. But you see where I could get confused because the one that was supposed to be R&B sounded more like pop.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And for me,
I know nothing I said just made sense.
it made sense to me. Hopefully, our audience will make it understand. We'll be able to understand it as well. For me, I would have leaned towards more the ballad or the pop song, because you know me, I love a good ballad.
Right.
Oh, I love a good ballad.
I cannot belt like a ballad would have needed me to.
And see, I am good at belting, but not really belting.
Hmm.
Like I can give you the note, and it's gonna sound pretty. It's gonna be good, but I'm not really like it's not. I'm not going out my way vocally to give that note. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
I
I know
have
how to
like
adjust to my voice. I'm not finna go out my registry to embarrass myself.
exactly, and I have the New Jack Swing male vocal.
But yeah, I would have leaned towards pop or the ballad, which really could have been the R&B song. But anyway, so we're now on to the current episode. Well, we're still the same episode, but you know what I mean. Graham comes
Mhm.
out, let everybody know what's going on, that they're competing for $250,000. And this week, our judges are Trixie Mattel, Vanessa Williams, and Michelle Visage. Unfortunately, Mel B was not able to be there that night. See, Mel, when you do clownery, the clown comes back and bites, honey. You sat there and said all them hateful things to Giselle last week, and now look at you at the house. I'm not assuming anything, but you weren't there.
Well, I thought she was a permanent judge this
She
season.
is.
Oh.
It's just things that were out of their control.
Mm.
But the clown comes and bite back, so I love you, Mel, but don't come for her no more. Huh. But anyway, so we get to see the queens, Viola and Tyga Brava, sit down and discuss who they want to put together, what genre they want, etc., etc. And then we
Hmm.
find out on the main stage who was paired with who. So up first we have the power top and power bottom, Viola and Tyga Brava. What are we feeling about these looks here?
Um, well, you can tell exactly what Michelle pointed out, which was that, like one outfit was borrowed and the other outfit was planned. Because I was like, you came out in that and she has that? Really?
Yeah, I was sitting there and I'm like, like I get it, it's somewhat the same color, but like, why aren't we a little bit more like matchy,
Coordinated.
coordinated? Thank you, that's the word I was looking for. If I was Tyga, I would have tried to pull out something similar to Viola because she had to borrow that, or I would,
Right.
find a way to coordinate better.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Been like,
think
here, you can take some of the hip pads off of this and we'll both be in.
now Miss Tiger Brava's look here, it's everything,
Yes.
everything. I would have chose a different shoe. Now you know me, I love a thigh high, but that thigh high makes her look short as hell.
Mm-hmm.
There's no leg. There's no leg. So
And then the other one's just all leg.
all leg, baby, giving us Taylor Swift, honey, giving us Taylor Swift. So we find out that the next group is Giselle Royale and Militia Skunt. What are we thinking of these looks here?
Oh my God. I want to wear one of I want to wear Giselle's dress
Out of
specifically.
the two, Giselle's is more glamorous, but
Yes.
they both
One looks
look
modern and
amazing.
the other one looks like it's a late 80s dress.
Yes, like they are both amazing. I love the hair, the makeup. They both look stunning. And I think it was Trixie said that collarbone, Giselle. I'm like, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
that collarbone is everything. Is everything. Up next, we have Love My Sissy and Trevor Ashley. What do we think of these looks here?
Um, I like Love My Sissies.
Same. I love My Sissy's look. Trevor's is good.
Right.
But it again, it is not. Yes, it's leopard. They're both wearing leopard, but it's not coordinated. Like,
No.
Love My Sissy's giving us rock.
Yes.
Like she's rock star. But Trevor's coming out. It's not giving rock.
I
It's
don't know
not,
what it's giving,
but it's
but
not
yeah,
giving rock.
not rock is not what it is.
And I love when I love when Trixie was talking about this is probably my favorite look I've ever seen on Queen of the Universe. And Trevor was like, "Oh, thank you." She's like, "No, I'm talking to Love My Sissy." Oh, I hollered. I
Ah!
hollered. I was sitting right here in this chair behind me, hollering, hollering. And then our final group, Maxie and Aura Eternal. I thought these were really cute. I wish the oranges matched a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish it was the same style of clothing.
Jumpsuit.
It seems like they're going to do two different parties.
One is camp and the other one's club. I don't.
Yeah, I wish they both were camp or both were club. But with them supposedly having R&B, Aura's look to me seems more appropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we got there. So out of these 8 amazing queens, who had your favorite look this week?
Giselle and them, of course.
Just one, not you don't have to pick a pair. Who has your favorite look?
Giselle.
Giselle. Giselle has an amazing look.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite look this week. I have to say Tiger Brava. I would choose a different shoe. But that gold number is really working for me.
Yeah, it is a good number.
It is. So speaking of numbers, let's get into the singing performances, okay? So up first we have Tiger Brava and Viola, and they did a pop song called T4B. What did we think of this performance here?
What the was that?
I love
I
this.
I it was cute.
It was cute. It was campy. I thought it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed in the second chorus when they sang it in Spanish. And I'm like, okay, Viola, okay, honey, look at you. You picked up the words nicely.
Well, Tagalog and Spanish are kind of cousins of each other, so
But yeah, I was so impressed by this performance. It was fun. My biggest thing was the outfits not coordinating,
mm-hmm.
but I had a good time. I had a good time. I did.
Yes.
This is
The
one of
performance was a little slow to me. I think because they just stayed upstage for a really long time.
just for me. This and another song has been on repeat most of this weekend. I imagine you know what the other song is. We'll get to it.
Because I'm like, I need to find that.
It's on Spotify and added it to my playlist. Okay,
Oh God.
I did, and I pulled up my on repeat this morning, and it's already on there. I'm like, dang it, Desmond, dang it! It's only been like a day and a half, and it's already here. Goodness, but I couldn't help it.
No.
But yes, overall, this was a good performance. This was the judges' reactions. Would you give this a standing ovation?
No.
I would have. I'll have been up. Now I wouldn't give it a clack. My fan wouldn't be clacking, but I'll be up. I'll give that a good clap. That was I was entertained, and I love how Vanessa, who she knew the answer, but she's like, for the people who don't know, can you explain what T4B is? Oh, and I almost lost my shit when Michelle said, "Oh, there's a lot of keys out there that are really locked." So I'm like, oh, talk about it. Talk about it.
I love how subversive they were
They
being.
say they're a key, but they're really a
It's
lock.
just like it's a key for a lock.
And I love how they had the arrows at the end dancing along.
Right?
I thought that was so much.
Going opposite directions.
That was a fun performance. A fun performance. So up next we had Aura Eternal and Maxi singing This Hot. It's supposed to be R&B. I didn't hear no R&B. Did you hear R&B?
I didn't hear R&B. I heard
Pop.
soft rock.
Even soft rock. Even that, yes. I heard pop, soft rock. Hell, I did not hear not one piece of R&B. Not a single piece. And this is the only song out of the 4 that I did not like. And it's just, I enjoyed the production of it. Like the background dancers, the whole, I was involved. But like the actual song and the actual like vocals.
Lyrics, yeah.
And the lyrics, and I know Singlish. I know English is their second language. So, you know, I give them some grace there, but like there was no...
But that English was pretty dang decent though.
And it just, I couldn't connect. I'm like, oh my gosh, honeys. Y'all need to come on. Sorry, my phone just went off.
I was wondering what that was. I was
just
like,
put it on mute. That was our friend messaging me because she just watched my last Sims video. But yeah, so yeah, overall this performance, it just wasn't it for me. It just wasn't it. And they're all sitting there clapping and smiling. Couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been. I would have gave it a no smiling, just sitting there. A nice little soft clap. It was Now it's time to talk about the performance of the night. Giselle Royale
and Melissa
Skunt. Gagging for you. I'm gagging for you. Ow, baby! I love it. I love it.
They had a rough time when they were like rehearsing it, but it came together when they performed it.
I was so scared during rehearsal. I'm like, oh God.
Exactly.
Oh,
I was
God.
like, oh.
I can't say goodbye to neither one of them. No.
Like, because you told me to look for something, and I was like, what? And then I heard that, and I was like, oh, is this what he told me I needed to look out for?
Yes, gagging for you. I love the wedding dresses, the smoke on the stage. And as you see, I got several screenshots of Trixie Mattel in love. The whole time. She's just in love. I'm like, same.
Right?
Because I'm just
the dresses, because Trixie didn't close her mouth the whole time.
No, every time they shot the Trixie, her mouth was wide open, just gagging. She was gagging. Oh, and baby, at the end, baby, Miss Giselle,
belting that note.
Ooh, baby! Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. I'm sitting there. I'm losing my shit on this couch over here. I mean, in my chair. I am losing all my shit. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm just like, I'm clacking, going crazy. I know I woke up a neighbor. I know I had to. I know I did, baby. And I can't tell you how many times I've watched this performance. Like, between Friday
wait a minute,
now,
because I watched it and I was like, can I watch it again?
That's what I did. I kept watching it until I went to work. I had to finish the episode later.
Well, we
Baby,
had to record, so
I watched it again and again. I found it on the Spotify. It's been on repeat again and again
again and again
and again
and again.
and again. Lord,
Oh, it's mesh. That's some good mesh.
it is. And then it ended with a kiss. Uh,
Because I didn't even realize it was mesh until because I was like, how is that staying up on them titties?
baby, this I don't understand how they didn't stand up for this one. Baby, I would have been all out my chair.
Look, listening to the lyrics and how serious they took it,
That's the part I
and
love so much.
I'm glad that Michelle appreciated it for what it was. Because Trixie kind of ticked me off. I think it should have been more melodramatic, and I'm like, that would have took away from it.
Baby, I would have ran up on that stage and hugged. If I was a judge, I would have got up, went up on that stage and hugged both of them. Baby, y'all did that. Y'all did that. This has been my favorite performance so far of season 2.
Yes.
So far of season 2, hands down, top tier. This is how you leave everybody gagging, okay? Because I was gagged.
Mm-hmm.
I was gagged. Oh my goodness. So last but definitely not least, we have Love My Sissy and Trevor Ashley singing Rock Hard.
Hey, can we pause?
All right, so what did we think of Love My Sissy and Trevor Ashley?
Yeah. You know what? I liked it.
I did. I really enjoyed this. Now, Love My Sissy did have some struggling in that
She did
second
towards
verse.
the end.
I thought she forgot the words. She got them out.
She did.
She just
I
lost the
think she
rhythm
just
of the song.
got tongue tied.
Yeah, she lost the rhythm, but she got back in, and overall it was a great performance. Like, I was so shocked they were up for elimination.
Exactly. Because I was like, no, I liked their song. Their song had a really good premise to it.
Baby, I need to go on to London for the season 3 recording because y'all not finna do this again. Not on my watch. Now, granted, I doubt my one vote will change anything, but baby, I'm gonna try.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try.
Are they going to be in the UK again?
Yeah, they're gonna shoot it in London every time.
Okay.
They built this big fancy set. They better do it in London every time.
I'm pretty sure they just took like one of the Olympic stadiums that was empty and was like, here, let's repurpose it.
But yeah, overall great performance. So not the judges, the audience votes, and we find out that the queens who are safe. Oh, before we do that, let me just go ahead and clarify that Giselle and Melissa was my favorite performance of the night. What about you?
Yeah.
Okay. So after the audience votes, we find out that Maxie and Aura, Giselle and Militia, and Viola and Tiger Brava are safe. I don't agree with that. I think Aura and Maxie should have been the ones up for elimination.
Okay, I'm glad because I was like, I think they should.
Yeah, I think they should have been
I
up
did
for it.
not agree because I was sitting there, and at first I was like, okay, and I was like, love my CC, and then I was like, wait, Giselle first, Giselle, and then they did the other two, and I was like, okay, I guess. Then they did Giselle, and I was like, okay, good. And then they had the last two up there, and I was like, come on, love my CC, come on. And they did Maxie and Oramari, and I was like, why?
Why? But they must come down, and now they must sing for their survival. They will sing their song, and the judges will make the final decision on who goes home. Love My Sissy performed, and I am telling you, I'm not going. We spoke about it at the top of the episode. I don't think this was the best song choice for Love My Sissy. I still think she did a great job.
See, I think because they do like they do for like American Idol auditions. Because I know when I auditioned for Making the Band, Like, I came in wanting to sing something else, and they were like, no, you have to have this list of songs. And I was like, oh, okay. So I don't like that necessarily, but I guess they're trying to give you a range and you just have to pick something in your range. I don't know if Love My Sissy picked a song. I think they just picked a song at random though. It was like, here's a list of songs.
Yeah, I imagine that, like, here's a list, pick of it. I just wish she would have picked something different because somebody posted on Twitter of her singing, what's that song? New York, New York. Baby, she
Hmm.
ate that down. Ate it all the way down. I'm like, see, if you would have sang something around that range, you would have ate it.
Yeah.
But Trevor
Because
Ash,
singing something that requires a falsetto when you don't have that range, especially as somebody who's like a low tenor baritone, singing something that's like high notes like that is like,
you know, but Trevor Ashley sang "This Is Me," and baby, when I heard this, I'm like, yeah, she's staying. It fit her tone. She sang it well. I'm kind of over "This Is Me," the song in general, because it's used so much. But I think Trevor did an amazing job. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was on the judging panel, I still would have voted to save "Love My Sissy," but clearly I would have been outvoted because when we get to the judges,
mm-hmm.
Trixie, Vanessa, and Michelle Visage all chose Trevor Ashley, which means "Love My Sissy" is eliminated on episode 3. I don't like this. Why can't she just make it through a damn season? She was done dirty on Dara Grace Holland. Now she's being done dirty here. Now,
Mm-hmm.
granted, in this case with them being the bottom two, I do acknowledge that Trevor was better, but she shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Right.
Shouldn't have been there to begin with. So we say goodbye to Love My Sissy, and now we have a top 7. So out of our top 7, who is taking the crown, the title of Queen of the Universe? Who do you think is taking it as of right now?
I still think Giselle could win this.
Same. I'm still very much Team Giselle. We're going to have to let's see how the season goes, but I'm very much Team Giselle, Militia, and I can see maybe Tiger Brava or Viola making it to the final. I don't know if they're going to
Mm-hmm.
do a top 3 or top 4. They did a top 3 last season, um, so I'm not sure what they're going to do. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can see. But Giselle better be there, or I'm throwing a fit.
Okay. I am not watching no more.
I am throwing a fit.
You're gonna have a BF.
A big one. A big one. Huge. But anyway, we want to thank y'all so much for watching. LaCresha, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all later. Bye.